Howdy guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video of Amikin Survival. How we doing? Hope you guys are well. So we are in update 0.12, so welcome. So we have some new changes and additions to go through. So basically now the merging rules have changed, requiring more 1-star Amikins to progress through the evolution stages. So they made this a little bit more difficult and challenging, but they assure us that it's obviously going to be worth it. So that'll be interesting to see on how that all plays out. But basically, they're saying high tier locations now feature multi-star Amikins and eggs in the incubator hatch with a minimum of 4 stars. So there's a bit of give and take here. They've reworked worker cycle Amikins at your base no longer follow day and night cycles. They'll tirelessly complete tasks until they're hungry or finished, then sleep soundly in their beds if their bellies are full and if there's nothing more to do. Well, that's actually a better change in the whole worker setup, I guess. That's, yeah, look, that'd be interesting to see how they will operate there going forth. There's a new Amikin, welcome Mantiflora, a charming new earth element Amikin of second evolution to Amikterra. Watch Amikin's emotions. Amikins now display expressive emojis showing their feelings during the most emotional parts of their journey. And then the expanded tier 1, just like other tiers, tier 1 features unique resources, production benches, and its own boss Amikin. Okay, so does that mean there's going to be a place for us to take out a boss level on tier 1? That'd be interesting to see. Okay, so the rules of merging have changed. To reach 5 stars, you'll need more 1-star Amikins to at each stage of the star progression, making the journey making the journey companions to second evolution more demanding. However, there are new opportunities to make the process more efficient. In the high tier locations, Amikins you catch now come with more stars right from the start. The higher the tier, the more stars your wild Amikins are likely to have, giving you a head start in their progression. So obviously it pays to be in a higher tier location for this very instance. This way the road to second evolution is harder at the start but smoother by the end. So it's going to be a lot more difficult for new time players, basically. Players such as myself and others that are more well versed in this game will have a much easier road to follow, I guess. The incubator has also received a major upgrade. Amikins hatched from the eggs now come with a minimum 4 stars, so we know that already. And that's basically it. While the game is loading in, I'm just quickly going to refer to my full patch notes of the actual game. And I received 10 gemlets. Okay, very nice. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Amikin redistribution now being reshuffled across all locations. Some will even change their elements, bringing more variety and excitement. Okay, so there's been a Amikin redistribution. So Amikins have been reshuffled across locations. Some will even change their elements. That's interesting to know, because if you've got current Amikins that were one element, that might be something different now, completely changed up. So that'll be interesting to see if there's been any impact to myself particularly. Otherwise, there's the emoticons, unique resources in tier 1, just like higher tier levels. Tier 1 now features unique resources for production buildings. Gather these resources to kickstart automation on your base. We've already gone through the incubator upgrade, don't need to worry about that. High tier location, high star Amikins. And yeah, that's basically it. That's pretty much it, guys, from that sort of perspective in itself. There hasn't been really much of anything else. Have I got my music on? I think I do. Yeah, I can hear it now. Okay, so if we head in and if we if we do take this out, I've been doing this on a daily too, by the way, guys, trying to sort of get these Amikins taken out, because I really want to get the bridge building block. And as you can see now, you can see that the Galva Ryan and the Totsuka, and I forgot who the the purple one was, for lack of better wording, because I can't even actually think of it right now. The physical essence Amikin, sorry, there you go. Well, you can see they had tier stars and all that sort of jazz, and yeah, it's an interesting change. And I guess they've changed some of the textures as well. Hey, I didn't actually get one of those building blocks now. Okay, that's the first time I didn't actually receive one of those. So that's a little bit weird. Okay. Well, if I didn't, I didn't. And I would much rather want to take that over the Nexus Seed. So I'll take that out and we'll definitely head back because I definitely want to have a bit of a look-see to sort of understand some of the changes from our Amikins and stuff like that. And I guess we'll head over to some other tier locations as well just to sort of see exactly what we're looking at. Oh, look, there's the emoji there for Flarewing. So what's wrong? What's wrong, little buddy? If I go into here, is it because you're hungry? It's probably because you're hungry. Okay, well, if we go back to base, let me just pop you back and I'll race back home, and at least that way we can actually sort of see a little bit more to that. But as you can see, you've got the little stars for some of these Amikins as well, so that is interesting. Actually, let's try and take out this little Ooglepuff here, and we've got the Swimander as well. So you actually can see that we've only got a fraction of a star. So there's 3 stars. I'll be keen to see if we go into, you know, Stormforge, or if we head into any other location, just to see what the stars look like, I guess. Gonna take that. I can't take any of that actually, so unfortunately can't do much about that, but that's okay. Let us head back anyway, and we'll see exactly what's going on. The Ember Fluff there, Peblo there. Actually, Peblo's now yellow icon. That's interesting to know. That's a fire egg. Not too interested in that right now. But let's see if there's any evolution 2s. Okay. So the Wispard is 1 and a bit star. There you go. And if we go over here, Emberinks is the same. So like I said, again, other locations are probably going to be more prone to having other tiers as well. Even in the Sparkfall Canyon, which is probably the place that I would be more interested in going to, just to see exactly how that all sort of works as well. But let's see if we can just dilute all my storage. I should be able to repair this now, so let's go ahead and do just that. So that's only going to take about 40 seconds there, and oh, there you go. You can actually see the emojis. That's interesting. It's interesting to see. And okay, Bud Brother is hot by the looks of things. That's interesting. Are we overworking you? Okay, so we've got a little bit of a check mark there. Okay. Like I said, some interesting changes, right? Some very interesting changes. Well, there you go. There you go. I should probably put some of these guys to work as well, because I actually don't really have that much in the ways of medical herbs and stuff like that as well. So let's go ahead and do some of that and just make that happen. So we'll get someone onto it. Flarewing, as you can see, is probably not too crash hot and happy about that either. So let's go ahead and actually take a couple of these, and let's go ahead and just feed you. And do you become happier? So the food doesn't change. That's interesting, doesn't that? I'm just looking at it now. Well, let's just take a couple again. Oh, you want berries? Okay. So I'll give that back to you. Let's just take a couple of berries here and there. We'll take 10. And let's go ahead and give that to you. And I'll do the same for Swimander. Or Swimizer, sorry. So the food proposition has changed. That's interesting. Have they taken food out of the equation so they don't get hungry? Or do they have to actually go to the feeder itself? Because I still have food at the feeder. So these guys shouldn't have any issues. Actually, they've changed the food requirements. It's actually not as beneficial as it was in the past. Because I just blew through nearly 200 worth of berry drink. Okay, so for me that confirms I feel like they're going to be changing that in a future update. So we're probably going to be getting some more Amikin style foods, I would imagine, or an array of foods, or maybe some expansion of foods in general for us to actually cook, because we've actually never really had that in the game, so at all to date. So I feel like that's something probably on the horizon, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. So I feel like that's probably coming, and that's just me, just speculating, of course, and just putting it out there, I should say. So yeah, I feel like that's probably something that we'll be looking at as well. Okay, I'm not going to bother with any of that. But they said there were some changes as well. So the incubator, so some additional Amikins have been brought into the mix now. And okay, cool. I really want to get this sorted out as well. So I'm not that far away. So I need to find some more physical Amikins as well to get that up and running. Love to do the champion egg as well. I just actually haven't had the time to do more challenges or anything like that. So look, it is what it is. So, but that's all good. I guess the other thing that we want to do is we obviously want to sort of suss out some other locations and see how we do with the I guess some of the changes, right? So let's just go ahead and dump a couple of things back here. And like I said, I'm surprised that I didn't actually get the this little binder stone. So yeah, I don't know what is up with that, but I've been collecting this anyway, and I know a lot of it is to do with upgrades for our worker stations and stuff like that. But the binding block, I feel like that's going to be bridge related, and I've been wanting to sort of capture as much of that as possible, only because I feel like there's going to be a point that we're going to actually need that sort of stuff as well. So yeah, that's basically the only reason why that I've been, I guess, well, not, I wouldn't say hell-bent on it, but I feel like it's something that I've been focusing on, and I feel like that's something that's going to be coming later on. And yeah, once we sort of get other higher tier locations, I feel like that's something that we're going to be needing to sort of, ensure that we are, up and running. And, I want to obviously visit new locations and get new Amikins and the rest of it and stuff like that. So that's my thought process behind it, right? So I feel like that's something that I just wanted to sort of point out at least. And at least you guys, have a little bit more of a, an insight as to what I'm sort of up to and what I'm sort of doing. But right now, as you can see, it does appear that it's night. Amikins are working, which is great. They're doing their thing as well, which is fantastic. So I've got Amikins everywhere doing stuff for me, so which is great. But what I noticed as well in the previous update as well, things have been a little bit more harder to come by. And what I mean by that is foraging for tier 1, tier 2 items. Tier 1 not so much, more tier 2. So things like wax has been very difficult for my Amikins to actually harvest and get an abundance of, whereas in previous versions it hadn't been that much of an issue. So I think there's some balancing here and there that's been happening, and I feel like that's something that's just been a little bit of a hindrance. So I feel like there might be some behind the scenes reworking and stuff like that, so that could be a thing, but who knows. Actually, the other thing I wanted to do is let's have a look at our Amikins themselves before we head off. So let's just go to the fusion chamber. Okay, so this is what it sort of looks like now. So as you can see, so we've got some star ranked Amikins. So Swimizer now is an evolution 2, as we know, but it's one and a bit star, so I wouldn't even say it's 1.5 star. Now, this traditionally was just a 5-star process, right? So you basically merge enough Swimizers, so let's say 4, for example, and then basically that allows you to get a full star, and then it gets harder and harder as time goes on. In this case, as we can see, it's already a 1 star, but also more importantly, it's already got one, I guess, part of that star done. And it appears in a sense that the requirements for ranking up is a little bit less. So you need less Swimizers, I should say, in order for us to evolve it to the next phase. That's basically what it looks like. So that's interesting to know. I feel like it's done a little bit differently, but I think the outcome is still very, very, very much the same or very similar in that sort of regard. So yeah, that's what I guess that's how I sort of perceive it right now. Things can change, don't get me wrong, things can change. And as you can see here, wow, so I've been trying to get my Blazehorn close to full 5-star beforehand, but as you can see here, this is very different as well. So this is another level 2, tier 2 Amikin, right? And you need 20 to go to the next tier, so basically the third part of that star. So the evolution cycle appears to be fairly, well, very much changed. So that's very interesting to see that. Actually, you know what I might do is let me grab some better Amidices as well as the basics that I've picked up as well before we actually head out, because I'm actually curious to see if we end up getting ourselves a better tier Amikin. So let's just use the basic for now and see how we go. But they did sort of state as well that some Amikins had changed elements. So far everything that I've got here appears to be the same. I think the Wibbit wasn't water and now it is, so that's interesting. And everything else that I've got here appears to be fairly similar, so I don't really see too much of a difference, if I'm being honest with you guys. So that looks all in order for now. Interesting, very interesting. So yeah, it's a different type of system that we've got here. So let's go over to Stormforge, because that's the only location. Actually, you know what? I should have picked up some additional stuff, but that's okay. I can do that later on. So let's go ahead and go over here. So we've got some Gronks. Actually, I was kind of hoping there would be some T2 floating about here. Ooh, have they actually reduced the ability? Sorry, the I guess the what do you call it? The difficulty in that section, because normally there's just tier 2 everything here. Now I haven't actually unlocked Wily yet, and that's what I was sort of trying to do at one point. Actually, let's quickly review you. So you're 1 and a bit stars as well. Okay, so that's interesting to know. Okay, so just seeing if there was any tier 2 out in the wild close enough that I could actually capture, and just to sort of see what would be the I guess the how, you know, how many stars would you actually acquire, and if you were to fuse it with another Amikin that you've already got. So let's just see if we can just take out this flare hood anyway. Oop, and I am naked as the day I was born. There we go. So let's go over this way. Ooh, there's a lot more acid. Okay, so they've actually pumped up a little bit more resources in the locations. Interesting. So these are little things that I like to sort of look at, right? Let's just go over to Sparkfall anyway. I feel like I should just go straight over without wasting any more time. So I feel like when they do these little updates, I tend to sort of look at everything else that's been done and notice a little bit of changes, you know, that they've done here or there. And I speculate this a lot in my videos, where I feel like there's certain things. You want a pizza. See, little things like that. So I feel like these things are coming, and I feel like that we're going to be able to get these things, you know. Ooh, let me just get you, little Wibbit. So let's take you out. Let's get rid of this Ember Fluff. Okay, let's just recall you. And now let's capture you. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, let's capture you, because I wouldn't mind picking you up anyway. There we go. And you, and there's a few of these little Wibbits around here. So let's do that, capture you. So I wouldn't mind trying to, yeah, get you up and running. And who we got over here? There's a few more of these guys over there. Okay, there's a few over here. And I've been trying to actually evolve my Tasuka as well to another level. So that's another thing I've been working on. Okay, so the Fawn, you're a 1-star. This is probably pretty dangerous on my part, actually being here as well. So I really got to be careful. Oh, there's a Sproutsy. A Shoozy Puff, sorry. A Shoozy Puff. Okay, so you, Flare Wing, get involved. And let's just heal myself. Thank you. And we've captured you. You're a D level, actually. Alright, so let's try this. Let's go ahead and swap you over. pick you up, drop you, so you guys can actually attack each other. And then from the outset, I can actually try and just shoot without being attacked myself. Oh, damn, okay. Flare Wing, you're too damn strong. Too strong, mate. But that's okay. We're definitely going to find another one. And we're definitely going to be able to at least see what it looks like, I guess. Alright. Capture you and the Wibbit. Wiblet, sorry. A Wiblet. There we go. Ooh, got an A level. Nice. I don't think I've got one already like that, so I will use you as my main source of for Amikin, I guess, growth and hopefully possible evolution. All right. Ooh, okay. So there's a lot of aquae there. That's okay. I just want to sort of travel down this way anyway, just to sort of see if there's any other evolution 2s. Now, these booger bulbers, I was sort of trying to capture those guys a lot, but unfortunately for me, I sort of, dropped off the whole... Oh, as you can see, there's a fawn here. It's less than 1 star. So are these the ones that you want to stay away from? Because you need at least a 1 star to do evolutions and mergings or something like that. I feel like that's what they were referring to. I could be wrong. But yeah, that just sort of stood out for a second to me. Okay, you guys are all over here. Oh, no, don't want to go there just yet. Actually, where am I? Okay. So we're over there. Let's go over this way a little bit. There's a bridge. I need to chop this down, so let's quickly chop it down before... Oh, okay. Oh, no. Flare Wing, help me. Thank you. Alright, captured you before you actually did anything, so that was lucky. I don't think there's much over this way, so let's not. Let's continue our way down south, actually, and see what else is around. Actually, beautiful. We can make our way through. Fantastic. And let's see. Let's see if we can actually find an evolution 2. I'm actually at the teleporter, which I actually should have brought some additional resources here. So let's just pop you in there anyway, because I could have fixed up this, and this, and I was actually I had it in my mind to bring some earth essences anyway, and I'm nearly completed this part of the teleporter, which I should probably get onto. Okay, so Oogle Puff. Okay, so these guys should yield me the physical essence, I think. Let's just take these guys out. Thank you very much. Actually, let's switch over back to this, pop this back on, and go. Okay, recall and do that. And let's just take you out now. Thank you very much. Picked you up, and we've got this fella over here. Alright, Flare Wing, you are actually taking a bit of damage, I might add. Okay, let's quickly recall you before this Evo 2 gets closer to me. Alright, let's just pick up that, and alright. Now, I can't actually capture you, even if I've got my D8 dices with me, so I've got to acquire this Amikin without capturing it. So that's still a rule, still something that we still need to comply with. But I'm just hoping to find another tier 2 that we can at least try and capture. But, ooh, there's a bridge here. Interesting. I actually hadn't noticed that, to be honest. So that is interesting. There's a Zappy there. I really don't want to deal with you right now. Can we find... Ah, here we go. Come on. Oh, a Wall Tusk. Oh, are you new? You must be new. I haven't seen you before. Actually, wasn't this in the previous update? I think. Maybe. A Wall Tusk. What is your little pre-evolved form? That I'll be interested to know. Oh, there's a whole bunch of these fellas here too. I really don't want to send Samiza into this as well, so maybe I should probably swap one of these guys out. You know what? Swap out that and we'll get Zapster involved. So at least this way you guys can take out these fellas for me. Get that and capture you. There we go. And Wiblet. Actually, let's capture you. Do that nice and easy. And let's fight fire with fire. Let's quickly heal up as well. 76%. I think that's pretty good going. And we can capture this fella too. We should be good with that. Okay. That should be, yeah, I thought so. That was pretty much done, I think. So yeah, interesting. Okay. Now I'm definitely not going in here because this took a lot of toll on me the first time I did it. And to be quite honest with you guys, I actually haven't gone back in there to try my luck again. So yeah, I feel like right now it's just the minor exposure for tier 4. What would make it a lot more compelling is if we do get accessibility to tier 4 locations with tier 4 resources, is that's the gateway, and that's going to be, I guess, the overarching requirement in order for us to make it across, where the rewards in that chest, if you defeat everyone in there, will allow you to capture. Oh, can we actually upgrade my catch mastery? Okay, let's do this. I do want to do this. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's get Zapsa. Probably is going to be the best Amikin for this. Go. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, the Aqualisk, wow man, should give you a little bit of support over here. And you've only got a 23% capture rate. Wow, that's crazy. So if I hit you again, and then capture you, no way. Like, come on. And I can hear the dice still trying to capture the Amikin. I think it stopped. I doubt that I've captured it. But yeah, that's actually really hard going. Oh wow, all of your Amikins are right in front of you too. That's interesting. Your essence was scattered, but he... Oh, okay, no, that's the next tree doing its thing there. But yeah, wow, okay. I don't think I actually captured that Aqualisk. I'd be surprised. I did get it. I did get it. Okay, so I literally kamikazed myself to pick up an Aqualisk and at a level 40 as well. That's insane, and an S level. Because I've been trying to nurture one all this time. Where's my original? Yeah, you're at level 33. So that is interesting. And you're at a level 40. So what have you got in terms of stats? Attack is pretty far out too. So 239, 279, 279. And the food perk, health and appetite, plus and minus 10, which is in the green. And then this one here has actually a little bit more in terms of play damage and damage itself. So in any sort of actual fact, this would be a superior Amikin, I would think, compared to this bad boy here. Despite him having a higher attack, obviously he's at a level 40 versus my level 33, so this would be something that, you know, this would be something that you would consider using the weaker one, or having the weaker one and nurturing that one to a higher level, as opposed to what I'm looking at here. So what I'm sort of prepared to do is, if we even do the fusion chamber, actually let's go ahead and use my current proxy. Where's my current so there you are. Are you it? I can't even remember now, because are you the one that I picked up before? No, I can't even remember now. Because you guys are D's, B, well that's an A, and that's a level 30 as well. And you've actually got some better stats going for yourself too, so So movement speed and appetite is better than what I've got over here. Oh no, health and damage, and then move speed. It's a hard one to sort of decipher, but I feel like I should probably do that one, right? A more powerful Amikin has been selected. Will disappear. Oh no. So are you more powerful Amikin? No, you're not. Oh, okay. So this is a little bit different again. So there's different evolution progress. Wow. What? How does this work? Because that's 500. You're 500. My one over here is 2500. So technically that'd be the better Amikin. Okay. So, alright. Let's just select you. Okay. Oh, okay. So I see. It looks like you give off certain, I guess, amounts. Like that. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's just do it. So I nearly leveled you up to the next star little ranking. A lot of people might argue exactly why I've done it that way, but I've done it anyway. But let's go and find one of my other, I guess, one of my more mainstream Amikins that I'm sort of playing around with as well. So if I do this, let's do this. Select you. So you really don't do much, anything different. Because you're a level 2. Select you. Yeah, I don't know, guys. This is it's very different. So this is my A ranked as well, by the way. Where's my other Weebits? I can't even remember which. Oh, so it'd be this one here. So 12 out of 20. But I got a level A as well now. So versus the one with the better appetite and the better damage. I mean, I guess it all depends on what you're using to rank. So you do 125s. And that barely did anything. I'm so confused on how this all sort of works. Because you look at it, this one here has a progression rate of between 12 to 20. I guess this is more now showing us the older versions of these Amikins. So what I mean by that is ones that you've already captured, that you've already gone ahead and done fusion and things like that, they're still ranking up via the old process. I think that's how it works. Well, that's what I'm assuming. We've got to find out in the from the devs themselves on how this all sort of works, because it doesn't seem right to me. So I'm a little bit concerned on exactly on how this all sort of works. But yeah, I guess this gives us something to ponder, something to look at, and yeah, something to, I guess, consider. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to go ahead and do it, because I think we've actually covered a lot of this today, and I've made an extra long video out of it too. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below, and share if you can. If you guys are new to the channel or not and you want to see more, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos. Alrighty guys, take it easy from me, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one.